Morning guys, so we've just left Muchenje. It's about 8 a.m. now on Tuesday the 12th of October, and we are heading south to Khwai. So we've got about 190 odd k's to get to Khwai, which doesn't sound like a lot, but the majority of that is all off-road and very, very thick cotton sand. So we're taking the marsh road down. I expect about an 8-hour drive, not 4 hours as per the GPS says. And we're going through Savuti to get to Khwai. So what we're going to try and do is see if we can make a booking at Savuti for the night. It wasn't available when we tried to do a booking earlier a few months ago, but we hope that there's been a cancellation. If not, then we'll just head straight all the way down to Khwai. We've just hit the sand and it's quite bumpy. So a tip that Hayden from Muchenje gave us was to, as you leave the tar, deflate straight away, because there's a big soft patch of sand as you leave the tar, and apparently lots of people get stuck in that. If you cough,
if you have black lung,
got the black lung. If you get to that section and someone's stuck in the sand, you can hook the right and go on that other road that runs that way. That's about 9 k's, then cuts back onto this one. That way you don't have to wait for the people to dig themselves out.
okay. As you can see, the sand is pretty damn thick, so be prepared.
I love that they give little signs to say, second gear in, put foot.
Oh my, are you
Hang
doing
on.
that on purpose? Oh goodness. Are you putting foot though? Oh, we can't. Oh, yeah. Are you in turbo mode?
Second. It's fine. We are powering through.
Yes.
Power! Oh yeah, I should change the mode. Fuck me, not that much.
Did you just say the fuck
Yeah,
word?
yeah, sorry, I put it into the sport mode on the Power Plus, and suddenly we had way too much power.
Well done, you made it. Especially
Especially
if you're
driving a Land Rover.
We are now on the Savuti road, which is quite hairy.
Not hairy, it's just very bumpy.
Yeah.
Everyone digging in, you know, it makes these bumps up and down. But
I feel like you are riding a sand wave. It's the only way I can really describe it. On a bodyboard, trying to surf.
it's not the most comfortable drive.
Yeah.
We've made
Sure
good
is
time this morning.
adventurous.
We've gone for an hour and a half and covered 50 k's.
It's
But
pretty good.
definitely can't go faster than 25 k's an hour through this.
Yeah. Okay, so we've managed to get a booking at Savuti for the night.
Stoked.
Super stoked.
Yeah, it was, what's the time now? It's 10 past 10. We've done 60 kilometers. The road seems to be a bit more decent here after the Goha gates, but they phoned the office at the gate, they phoned mine, and they took a payment over the phone. So we've got a booking at Savuti, which is fantastic. We're nice and early.
Liam says that this is the third hill that he's seen in Botswana so far. Everything else is flat. So we are here at Satara. This is our camp. We're at RSV2. which is pretty much the central camp and thoroughfare for everything that drives around us. We got the ablution block right there. The camp entrance is there. Huh? Liam's picking his nose. This is the second water tanker that's come in today to fill up the water tanks. So it's not a very peaceful site, but what we can say is that we're stoked to be here and to have broken the trip up to Khwai into 2 days. It took us about 3 and a bit hours to get here, and tomorrow we're looking at about 4 to 5 hours to get to Khwai. So we've had a lazy afternoon. I've pretty much had a sleep in the tent, and Liam's been also chilling and just watching the little bits of wildlife around, the animals, starlings, and there's these 3 little dwarf mongoose running around. They are so cute.
Under the log.
It's under the log.
Okay.
Huh? This?
Yeah.
Off it goes. So they're absolutely tiny. We are incredibly grateful to have this tree on our site, which gives shade. The sand is very, very soft. We actually had to put our max tracks down to hold the disselboom up from sinking. But yeah, there's a nice breeze going at least, which is welcome relief. But yeah, we tried some rocks, but those just pretty much sank into the ground. So we've managed to make a plan with the max tracks. But yeah, and then amazing that they bring in drinking water and fill up the tank. This is the second one for the day. And the infamous ablution blocks that are walled, Fort Knox, to keep the elephants out. Hello. Good, and you? So yeah, so this is Satara. We're gonna go and have a little drive now and see if we can see anything else at the waterhole. And yeah, just enjoy our stay. And what do you have to say about this place, love?
Yeah, it's cool. I just wish it wasn't so hot and I had more energy to go and do some driving around, but I'm quite happy just to park off here for now.
Yeah.
As we have been.
Okay.
Look at the little animals in our camp and how small these little things are. Dwarf mongoose. So sweet.
So we're on our Savuti drive to Rhino Flay, and I've come across quite a lot of area that's been burnt.
Yeah, we heard when we were in Kasani, the guys were telling us there that they've had some quite bad fires here, because they haven't had fires for like 4 years or something. I don't know how far it goes, but obviously it's quite a large section of grazing land that's been destroyed. Shame, it's quite serious. But I mean, in a few weeks' time when it rains,
yeah,
it'll all go
all
green.
come right again. But yeah, not a lot of animals and things happening on this side. That's for
It's amazing though if you look here, because now you can actually see it. You can see how the channel, can you see this? Runs along here. It's this tiny depression through the field, felt. See the pans, and that comes from the Savuti channel. This would be epic to be here when it's flooding.
Yeah. But I don't know, can you travel here when it's flooding? Not really.
No, lots of places are inaccessible, but I don't know when the channel flows. I don't know if it's in the rainy season or out of the rainy season, like the Delta.
Yeah.
We're heading south now on the marsh road to Khwai Safari Ground.
And take 478.
We're heading south now on the marsh road to Khwai Safari Grounds. We've got 89 kilometers to go this morning, which I estimate is probably going to take us about 4 hours. The marsh road is, this time of year, is probably the better choice of the two. It's a bit shorter than the Sandwich road in terms of travelling time. It's really very warm, so the sand's going to be quite soft and puffy. And yeah, we're budgeted about 4 hours, hoping to get to Khwai just after lunchtime. Not going to rush this morning, just going to enjoy the scenery and take it as it comes. We've had a lovely little stay at Savuti, very nice sight. After about 10 o'clock it got dead silent. You could hear the owls going and the sounds of the bush, magnificent stars last night. And yeah, we'll definitely be back probably for about, I would like to do about 4 or 5 nights here next time. And we didn't get to see any cats. The marsh pride isn't in the area at the moment. I could hear some roaring at about 4 o'clock in the morning, but it was very, very far off in the distance and I couldn't even actually tell which direction it was coming from. So we're lacking out in the cats so far, but hopefully at Khwai we'll come right with them. And yeah.
This is a lifesaver in the bush on very hot days. It's a little garden spray bottle and I literally just spray water on myself and the wind blows and it like cools me down.
Wet t-shirt competition!
So we're en route and we just came across an elephant's skeleton.
Yeah, you see quite a few of them around here. But not usually all in one spot, they get dragged around.
It's quite stinky.
Section of the marsh road. We are now about 25 k's below Savuti. And this is thick black cotton dust. And it is very, very thick at this time of the day. It's very soft and puffy. So I've just got an L2 low range and I've got Power Plus throttle controller. And I just keep that on economy mode, low economy mode. Keeps a nice constant throttle through this thick stuff. And fortunately we haven't come across anyone that's stuck ahead of us, because pretty much if someone's stuck ahead of you, you have to stop and help them out. The issue is that people, when they get stuck, they go into the bush and they get all the sticks and the carny and stuff like that and they pack it underneath their tires and then they leave it there and the stuff sits in below the surface line of the soil, facing up, and it's so sharp you can easily get a puncture. And it's like one thing you try and avoid here is puncturing. You want to keep your momentum through this. But yeah, it's a little bit, right now it's a little bit taxing. It's another big one, you know. Of course, once you're in the rut of the previous tyre, you can't swerve and avoid it, you know. Just going straight forward. But so far we've had no punctures. We're quite lucky. We have triple ply maxis, the big ones, 764s, the terrains, and I've seen quite a few of these rental vehicles actually. Generally they've got cheaper tyres on them, two ply tyres, and I've seen quite a few of them have blown out on the vehicles. So the tyres here are really, really important. Anyway, we're now 68 kilometers left to go.
We have arrived at Khwai. So
this is like the only section of the bush that hasn't been burnt out.
Yeah. Quite sad to see the devastation of the fires that have come right across from Savuti side down to Khwai. But yeah, this section still seems alright, so hopefully our campsite will...
But with any luck then, all the game that need to eat the grass will be right here.
Yeah.
And the predators will be right here on top of them.
This is Khwai. And in signature fashion we are greeted by the elephants.
happened last time as well.
Yeah.
As we got here, the elephants came down.
Fish eagle above elephants. Luckily there's no babies, otherwise I'd be feeling a little bit more scared.
I think they're just males.
Yeah. Absolutely surreal. Can't wait to get on the Makoro in the next 2 or 3 days and enjoy this close up. Wow.
Okay.
Is that a warning sign? You pooping your brook right now?
Just have to respect this place.
Mm.
How many meters would you say that is? 10?
Mm. Maybe close 5.
And these are obviously all old males, huh?
Mm.
Well, not obviously, but I think these are all old males.
Mm. Definitely been around for a while. Morning from Khwai Safari. This is our view.
I don't know if you should put it right in my face like that.
Wow.
Ow.
Doesn't really get much better than that for a Thursday morning. Are we on Thursday or Friday? We don't even know what day it is. Oh. Who?
I think it's a Thursday.
So, we arrived yesterday and we were immediately greeted by 5 huge male elephants. So after setting up the tent and everything, we didn't really do much else. We just had a lazy afternoon. But yeah, this is us. This is our camp. We're right on the river, on the waterfront. Yeah, it's just peaceful and beautiful and idyllic. We made a fire last night, and I thought that we would need to put up some form of lapa or some kind of protection around us, but we actually felt pretty safe. So yeah, we've got an ablution just over there, and yeah, very nice caretaker computer who helped us settle in really nicely. So yeah, we'll catch up to you a bit later as the day goes on.
Just having a nice lazy day in camp after a week of solid driving. So we're at Khwai Safari Grounds, and the nice thing about this place is that you can just basically sit here and the animals come to you. They've got these little herd of 4 or 5 male bull elephants that came through yesterday, and they come back this morning. On the other side there we've got some impala and kudu, and then there's been some waterbuck as well. And yeah, there's plenty shade on the sites. How many sites are there? We'll have to find out how many sites there are, but they all run along the river. No, there's more than that. And nice thing is that they run parallel east to west, so sunrise is there, sets there, and we're pretty much in the shade all day long, which is quite nice. What are you doing?
I'm making us a little breakfast wrap.
Mm-hmm.
So some scrambled eggs with some cherry tomatoes and my favorite.
Some wraps.
Huh?
Some wraps.
Some wraps.
Like, huh?
Yeah, I also had some mushrooms, but it's a vegetarian, or bacon, but it's a vegetarian option. So.
So we have to go mostly vegetarian. Well, for Toya it's easy because she is vegetarian. But because we're traveling from north to south, it means that taking meat is a little bit more difficult. You can take meat north, but you can't bring meat south through the vet fences. So because we started at Kasani, we only have enough meat to get to Maun, and you have to have no meat before you get to the Maun vet fence. So we don't have much with us. So we're pretty much eating vegetarian like for 70% of the holiday, which is for me not optimal, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, look at all those birds.
No caption needed. What can I say? We've got 2 elephants almost on top of us.
Good boy. Trying to find the shadiest spot around.
You think so?
Let's sit down now. No. Sorry, boy. I won't do that then.
Just walk slowly. Very slowly. Slow. Don't look at him.
I'm not looking at him. There you go.
Life is pretty shit in Africa, hey?
Yes, it's a tough place to live in.
Yeah. I'm ecstatic. I think I'm going to burst into tears.